Okay, here we go. Acoustic model G60, 80s vintage tube amp, and it's just an absolute screamer. This is like a blast from the past, and you know, they just don't make them. Well, they still make Acoustic doesn't make them, but they still make decent amps. But this thing is just unreal, especially for the dollar amount. I've also got a deluxe Reverb. That's, you know, a reissue worth like $800-900, and you could buy 2 or 3 of these for that price. So original brown Tolex, original brown grill cloth on it. So we got 2 inputs, volume 1, volume 2 with a high gain channel, standard gain channel, bright switch, which gets pretty bright anyhow, treble mid bass, master reverb, master volume. Then we have manual switchable here, or you can foot switch it with a foot switch if you want. Ground reversal, you're getting a little hum, and standby switch, so you can tune up, or if you just want to let it sit for a while without any noise, you can hit the standby switch, then standard on-off switch. It's pretty much for the front panel. So here we go. I mean, it won't break up. It's just clean. So volume-wise, we're just past 12 o'clock. Master volume, we're only at 9 o'clock. So we're not even close to pushing this thing. Real pretty reverb. The reverb's just a little past 12 o'clock now. So if we crank it, no vibrato bar on this guitar. So again, we're at about 1/4 volume, and it's probably loud enough for most any club. I mean, if we go half volume, it's just absolutely painful. So, and again, we're still only a little past 12 o'clock. You know, I got a stupid bad input jack. So, high gain channel. Back to the normal. I mean, it's just so crispy. Again, it just basically hurts when you're right in front of it like this. So we're going to go back to about 9 o'clock. And even that's too loud. So let's take it back to 12 o'clock on the first volume and 9 o'clock. And then again with a real nice reverb. So if you wanted to do like a jazzy thing, take the treble off, make sure the bright switch is off. the treble is really super active. Again, just screaming. I mean, it's just crazy amount of treble. Very active. I don't think I've heard that much without an active circuitry. And again, the mid is real hot. Pull all the bass out. So now we're back at 12 o'clock. So long since I play guitar. So more power, and you could you'd be killing people if you turn this thing up. It's nice to have that headroom. You can get it clean as loud as you want. Need some tremolo. Foot nice low volume distortion. So anyhow, let's put her on standby here. Man, my ears are ringing. I can't do that rock and roll stuff anymore. So let's spin it around. Got the original speaker in it. Of course it doesn't want to spin. Let's unplug it. And we can spin it around. Again, optional foot switch. So on the back, you can switch it between 4 and 8 ohms if you depend on what kind of speaker load you want. External speaker out, so you can run out to a second cabinet. So you can put this on top of a 412 cabinet and play Winterland or whatever. Preamp in, power amp in for an effects loop, which is kind of cool if you want to run external effects right straight between preamp and amp. The channel switching foot switch input and reverb channel switching input. Stock speaker seems to be a real beefy 12-inch, nice big spring. Full, well, not a full length, but about a 10-inch long spring reverb in there. So, it's a little on the crusty side. This is Santa Cruz, so everything gets crusty but it could be cleaned up if you want to put all new brass screws in or just buff them out or something. No problem. Maybe put a new rattan grill cloth on it. But faceplate's real clean. The Tolex is real clean. So just a huge value in a tube amplifier. You can just feel the minute you hit the string, it just pops out. Oh, I unplugged it. Anyhow, that kind of gives you an idea that the thing works and has more power than humanly needed. Looks great and gives you a nice vintage tube sound. So that's pretty much it. And we're going to send this off to interested party, see if it's worth driving all the way from the valley. I think it's just a screaming deal. And I just can't believe it's been around that long. I mean, anything in a tube amp, there's nothing in this price range in a tube amp, especially with this kind of power. And put it up against just about anything. So there she is, playing one of my modified Gibson SG. Came originally, I think, with 2 mini humbuckers. Somebody just destroyed it, so rerouted it. It's got a regular humbucker on the back and a mini on the front, switchable, badass bridge, etc. So anyhow, I've had this thing for decades. So, but just don't play that much guitar. It's not worth it. Hanging on to all these amplifiers and toys. So, gotta go. Anyhow, that's about it. Sayonara, and hope that gives you an education on the Acoustic GT60. I mean, Acoustic they made wonderful bass heads. They had a real turquoise blue, real significant face panel on their bass amps. And again, this is the brown on the guitar amps. So anyhow, that's it.